Namaste. Thank you for joining me on this snowy day. I just took the last couple days off and was really excited. We were getting the snow in the forecast, and my class was canceled at the studio this morning. So I thought we would be 100% yin today. Waking up with the snow, it's a good reminder that the winter time is supposed to be a time where we slow down and we have time to reflect and time to just move into a state of being versus doing. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to slow down and relax and do some deep stretching and breathing and feel better afterwards. So I'll go ahead and meet you on the mat. We're going to start with half shoelace pose with the left leg extended and the right leg on top. So with your left leg extended out and your right leg hooked over top, you can heel toe that foot more around. You can pull it over with your left hand. But we'll sit up and extend the vertebrae along with the arms. And as we exhale, we're going to gently fold forward. And you may not go very far since it's a cold, frigid day. If you haven't had a lot of movement yet. But if your back is healthy, feel free to round down the spine, to let the head go. And with these forward folds in yin, I like to sometimes turn my head towards one shoulder and then the other. And if you feel any extra tightness or tension, maybe move into that spot. We have noticed during times where you're really feeling cold or chilled, the shoulders might hunch up towards the ears. So just let the shoulders melt down away from the face, down towards your lap. And try to relax your jaw, your teeth, your gums, your lips. Since we're opening up with a posture, go ahead and take the reins of your breath. And you may feel more compelled to have a longer, slower exhalation here. You may feel some bubbling energy behind that straight leg. It's getting weighed down. The main energetic highway that travels here. Boosting down these highways is a great way to turn inward, to de-stress, to break through blockages, to open up the flow. Completely opposite of what we'd be experiencing if we were out on the roads right now. On your next inhalation, let's slowly turn the palms down, slowly begin to rise all the way up to the top. And this bottom leg here, we're going to slide towards the hip as well. So we're doing the full shoelace form. As you inhale, lift up to the crown of your head. And as you exhale, travel the fingers out in front of you. Hinge from your hips and lower down across your lap. Find your edge of flexibility. Maintain that hold in your posture. Re-engage with your breath. And allow for that full state of surrender on each and every out breath. On your next inhale, gently begin to rise back to the top. And when you come up to the top, your left arm is going to cross behind your back. And then you're going to slide or swim the hand more up towards the shoulders. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and breathe. Lower the back hand down. Uncross the top leg. And you're going to bring it back beside you. We're going to work towards deer pose, which is not quite pigeon because we are resting down on the left hip. We're going to fold over that front shin to your level or degree of flexibility. You can always put a bolster up underneath your chest as well. For holding deer pose, close your eyes. Imagine seeing an albino deer camouflaged out in the snow. White representing state of purity and innocence. He'll slowly start to come up. When you do so, bring your right knee over towards the left. And if you need something to prop up underneath your left hip, a blanket or pillow, that's okay. Your right hand's going to hook a hold of your left knee. Your left arm's going to lift up, and you're going to curve to the right to open up your left side body. If this is too awkward to stay sitting this way, or you don't have a prop to level out your seat, you can always just come to a comfortable cross-legged shape and then move into that same type of position. And being a little bit more dynamic and active at the top arm, if you want to be more yin, you can soften from the elbow and let it curve over. As you inhale, gently rise up. I'm going to turn my body. You're going to turn and twist and lower down to the mat, resting on one cheek. This is another pose. If you wanted to put a bolster underneath your belly and chest, you absolutely could, and you can make it more restorative. Slowly start to slide your hands in. Pick yourself back up. Spin around to sit on your seat. This is a good opportunity if you need to sit on a blanket or pillow to do so for caterpillar. We're going to lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down. Again, if you need to be active, to be a little bit more safe with your back, or if you can be more whimsical, go ahead and just flop down like a rag doll. Noticing where you feel more restricted. Maybe it's your legs, maybe it's your back, perhaps in your hips. Just notice how when the snow is falling today, how it's becoming more and more packed, more and more dense. And in practice, you may notice a lot of your physical density at first and the weight of your body sinking towards gravity. But then eventually you move more toward subtle features of the anatomy, maybe connecting to energy itself. Slowly turn the hands down and back away. Bend the knees, stand open from the hips, and fold down this way for butterfly. Butterfly, the heels are a little farther away than it would be in the active form. The spine more rounded and relaxed in the active form. But if you need to perform it the other way, that's fine. You may feel more of a stretch through the inner thighs if that's the case. slowly start to rise back up. We're going to target that to the other side. So now the right leg is going to extend. The left leg's going to hook over, have shoelace. Arms reach up. The snow is still really coming down. And exhale, fall. So just as the snow is falling, you're allowing your arms to release down to the ground. You're allowing your head to roll down toward that top knee. Maybe shifting your head towards the other shoulder if you've made that maneuver before. Slowing down the body, slowing down the mind, slowing down the breath. So the pace of yin is said to be snail-like or sloth-like. Inhale, let's slowly start to exit out. We'll lean to the right hip to pull that foot back for regular shoelace. Inhale, lift up energetically. Exhale, hinge forward. Walk the hands out as far as comfortable. Limit your weight more if that's available. Just always being open to what is possible. Try not to label it higher, lower, better than, less than. Inhale, slowly start your ascent back up. We're going to work on the right shoulder. So the right arm is going to thread behind the back. Maybe walk or swim it up. The spine more vertical. Feel free to close your eyes. Move that back hand. Remove the top leg. Sorry, Ringo's in my way. Bring that left leg back behind you for deer. So deer can look something like this. I'm a little limited on where I can go right now. And then fold back over that front shin. Those of you who live in Tennessee know that you don't have to go very far outside of Nashville to see barns, rooftops painted, see Rock City. If you ever have an opportunity to go down to Rock City, on their grounds, they do have deer. One is an albino deer. Since we're holding deer pose, just close your eyes and imagine seeing an albino deer out camouflaged in the snow. Slowly start to rise up. That left knee is going to cross over in the direction of the right. This is where you could perhaps prop something underneath the right hip to grab your right knee, to lift the right arm and swerve to your left. Top arm can be active or passive. Think of it like the wind blowing. It makes the snow fall sideways. That's what we're mimicking with our body. Inhale back up. Exhale, we turn towards that right side. We roll down onto the belly, down to the chest, down to one cheek. Inhale, slide the hands in, gently press up. Unwind out of that twist, turn the legs to be straight again. Bring the feet into flexion, the arms lift up overhead to reset with an active Dandasana. And then as you exhale, slide your hands back just behind your hips. Your feet are gonna slide back, and then you're gonna tuck the tailbone and lift into altar or reverse table. As you exhale, sit back down, turn your hands the other way, separate your feet wide, and just rock them gently. Side to side, inhaling to one, and exhale to the other. Once more. And then you're going to come all the way up, hands cup a hold of your shins, reach through with your chest, jut up with your chin. Exhale, draw back with your navel and your shoulder blades. Then do this version of the seated cat-cow. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Twice more. up. But lifting away from your seat, coming into a squat, malasana. Hands together, head held up, tailbone sinking down, knees with a deep bend, heaviness in the hips, staying rooted in the feet. The eyes can be open or shut. Bring the hands down. Let's turn the feet to be parallel. Soften your knees. Do a wide stance forward-bending. Roll over towards your left leg. Hang here. And breathe here. Semicircle to the right. Hang here and breathe here. Move back to center, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Untuck the toes. Slide your elbows forward, bring the palms together, and bow your head. Inhale. Bring it forward with your right foot. Come to high flying dragon. Hands stacking to the knee. Dropping through your back thigh, hips, and pelvic floor. If it gets intense for you to be up high, you can come down lower. Hands to blocks or down to the ground. Let's go ahead and bring the right knee back. Step the left foot through. Stacking, coming to higher ground. If that's too intense, bring the hands down to blocks or to the floor. And then backing the hips up, bringing the knee to join. Separate your thighs, sit back on your heels. We're going to end with shoelace arms. So bring one hand in front of the other, slip and slide them through, and lower the head down to rest. This feels like the most intense one today for me anyway. Let's come up, let's thread the other way. You know how the packed snow can be so cold, it can sting your skin. This is the way this pose feels to the shoulders right now. Unwind the arms and come up. I was going to get my bolster. If you want to use your bolster for a back bend, if you want to use it like a recliner, or for anything else, go ahead and grab it. Give your body permission to rest and make sure that you feel warm. I bring in a space heater in the cold days. You may want to wrap up with a blanket. Deepen the flow of your own breath. Maybe bring some movement into your hands and feet. Rolling over to one side of your body. Coming up to take a seat. Sitting with the spine straight. Joining the palms together in prayer. May we all learn from snowy weather to slow down, to enjoy being still, to have some time for ourselves, time to reflect, time to hope, time to dream. The light in me honors and respectfully bows to the light within each of you on this day.